We're on.
And action.
Oh man, I gotta wipe my leg.
Take 74, scene 4.
That's a lot.
Oh,
We'll quit fucking
I
up.
think I ripped my pants again.
Rip.
Yeah, I hate pants with holes in the knees.
Yeah, especially when you sit down and
Yeah.
you feel them just.
Yeah, they'll catch. Yeah. Okay, I guess shall I?
So what's up, guys? How's it going?
Pretty good. Sorry, I
Haven't
gotta
seen
finish.
you in like, I think it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. Yeah.
I've been holding down
Most people.
the fort back
Good.
home.
Good.
The Carolinas.
Yeah. For the most part, we haven't
have
seen
you
people in
guys
like
been?
about a month.
Yeah.
We've been
but
all
we got to see you 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Where did you just get back from?
Miami.
After we left you, well, Miami.
We just
Yeah.
got back, but
So you were in Miami.
Yep. The next week we went
then
to Texas.
So
We
you were
came-
in Miami, then went to Texas.
Yeah. Well, came
Then-
back home
for like 3 days. Left
Is
to
that when we-
Houston. Yeah, that was when we did the last podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
This was
so,
after
dang, I
that
haven't seen
Miami
you since the last
Concours.
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. As soon as you left, we packed up and we left for Texas.
Yep.
Yeah. It
Houston.
was just as cold there as it was
How
cold
was
here.
the
It was
dusty old
Oh
trail?
man, it was wet.
Amazing.
Wet.
It
No
was.
dust.
Wet.
It was.
Man.
And then a lot
What
of
car show store are you going to this time when you traveled?
It was called LoneStar Throwdown. It's the first like truck show of the season.
and like the biggest, I
And
think is what it
there
is
was
too.
2,000 trucks that signed up for it. Some of them didn't. I don't know if out of the 2,000, but it had a smaller turnout because of the weather. But there were still
Like
2,000 plus trucks out
trophy
there.
trucks or like
Every kind of truck.
like
Big
I know it
trucks,
was a
low
trophy
trucks. There
trucks,
was like
yeah.
2 trophy trucks,
Yeah.
but it
So,
was like
a truck event.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not just one
Lifted
specific
trucks.
truck.
Oh no, no,
No,
okay.
No.
Lifted trucks,
Oh.
mini trucks,
like.
bag trucks,
monster trucks.
yeah, lowrider trucks.
Yeah,
drag trucks.
here I'm.
Some of the snaps you were sending, like the
Man, it was
single
wild.
cab. Was it like a Nissan truck or something? Like the old one with the
Yes, the Nissan
Longhorn
hardbody,
looking
the blue
exhaust.
Nissan hardbody.
Yeah.
Hold on, I
Wait.
have.
The one with the. I don't think it had a hood.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
didn't have a hood. It had a red intake and the 2 exhausts.
just-
Yeah.
I don't even
stuff like
remember
that.
this.
Like,
It was wild.
Okay, I can scroll. I took pictures. Hold on.
but the
And it was so cool
I
because
wanna
like
embarrass myself.
everybody was down with each other.
That was the coolest
Like-
part.
Yeah. They all just got along. Doesn't matter if you were on
We did not hear.
46s or you were scraping the ground everywhere you went.
Yeah, we did not hear
There's-
one like
yeah.
negative comment about anybody's build. It was
No.
really cool.
so it
No
couldn't
one talking shit.
it couldn't have been a show around here.
No.
No. Or like
Unfortunately,
cinema.
I don't know what Apple TV this is. We pull up the neighbors as well.
So what were you there for?
Let's see.
We were shooting some content
cool.
for
Okay.
a client that we work for.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And
Can you mention the client, or do we have to keep it FBI, CIA?
no, I think it's fine because it's a public event for a public company. It wasn't the other stuff that we've done. It's
if-
for American Force.
Wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
big wheel company
Yeah, oh,
that
no, I
does
know.
like literally
I've
big
heard of 'em.
wheel company.
Heard of them.
Heard of them.
Nice.
And they were the premier sponsor or title sponsor for the event. So their booth was in a rodeo arena.
That was pretty
Like it was dope. Like you, when we got, I'm so thankful I took my boots because not my cowboy boots. I wish I had cowboy boots. I want some cowboy boots.
Yeah. Bring your checkbook
Seriously,
for some good
Me and
ones.
Brandon talking about it, yeah, because he's got a couple. But you stepped into the arena and it was full, not mud. What's that called?
Just arena. It was.
Just dirt.
Yeah.
Arena dirt.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It was
so you just
packed.
go
It's,
get.
it's not stuff they just grab from
No,
anywhere.
no,
They've
no, no,
sifted.
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff
It's not
they use
sand,
for horse
but
events
it-
and bull events. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and
nice dirt.
there was
It was packed down though, so it wasn't just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah. There is a
But-
big like container, a storage container in the middle that they converted into like a merch store, merch booth chill pad kind
very
of thing.
cool.
I remember
That's
you
pretty
sending
cool.
me that. Yeah. That
And then they lined the
was
trucks
very
all
cool.
through the arena. It was pretty cool. And then outside the arena, there was
Let's
like
keep going.
2 more smaller arenas, and then like a whole county fairgrounds of trucks everywhere. Like
It was very cool.
a very diverse show.
It was very.
And I gotta say, probably one of the better shows I've been to, just car shows. Period.
It was. It was
It
wholesome.
was pretty cool. It was organized, and the whole entire time, people were just cruising the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, also,
That
like all the
was
snaps I
really
was getting from you
cool.
guys was
Yeah.
just like a variation of like
Yeah.
the same cars from Brian, then from you, but at different times. It was like, oh, we're on this side of the fairground, we saw
Yeah.
this car, and then we saw it over there, and it, like, but everything was like its own like centerfold
Yeah.
type
Mm-hmm.
vehicle. Like everything looked so badass.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
Yeah. So the
Oh my
whole
God.
time stuff was just there was
I don't even.
they were
I
just
don't-
cruising.
I don't even like the new like 1500
But you
bodies.
gotta love
like
that.
Good.
That looks
Right?
ridiculously good.
I'll screenshot all these so that I know which one we're talking about. Oh man. Yeah.
That's
Just
a
favorite
pretty
them.
truck.
I favorite too much stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this
This is another
different?
person
Yeah.
who did.
Another wheel
This was,
company.
that's a pre-runner.
That's like a 81 or 82 pre-runner
Yeah,
C10.
C10 pre-runner.
Very nice.
Yeah, that
oh,
thing was
man.
pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And like nobody was
That's
doing any dumb. Look at that!
my God.
Oh, nobody was
my
doing anything
God.
dumb. You know, there's a couple people that would have loud music or they would two-step it and all this, but it
But
was very
nobody-
respectful.
And like one person would like two step or just rev, and it wasn't like a chain reaction of everyone around also being like, "Oh, I gotta do this too." Like it was just like,
Let me get my car.
yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
that. It was.
Everyone has their moment. Nobody has to
Yeah.
share the same moment
Yeah.
because somebody else had a moment.
The worst thing we saw.
Participation trophy kind of energy.
Yeah.
They didn't have that.
No, not at
Nice.
all.
Everybody's here because they got something nice to their own.
That I
Yep,
think
they
that's
had
it
nothing to
too.
prove. They just wanted to show off their builds, and you know, you like it, cool. If you don't, we'll go on to the next one. Like,
Yeah.
have a good day. Like it was just,
That's
it
gorgeous.
was nice, yeah. It was OBS heaven.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a unit,
Man.
Pretty.
man. You would not think the way our normal content is that we would like this truck show
Oh,
so
no,
much.
no. If you saw my main page, you
Oh,
would
yeah.
never think that I
Oh,
like
right.
the things
Yeah.
I like
Right.
in the background.
exactly. Yeah,
Never.
And I love that.
it's
That was my favorite truck. I think this
Yeah.
one and the big one
thing
in
was
the
loud.
in the arena.
Yeah.
It was loud and clear.
Oh, my God.
It was
He's got 18s in the back.
perfect. That thing was super
Yo.
cool.
There were
yeah.
so many trucks with like
Yeah.
boat speakers and whatnot.
Yeah.
You'd hear them for days.
That's the new age. Like,
Yeah,
ooh,
look at that
E46.
90s. Yeah. 90s chopped.
I've seen that in a magazine before, I think.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I love
like
that era
from back
of
in
like
the early 2000s, the late 90s.
lower
Yeah.
truck magazines, like where there were
trucking.
all that, like those paint schemes and
Yeah.
chop tops or Tahoe sitting down, like, what a
It was
era.
awesome. This was in
Wow.
Conroe, Texas.
Conroe. I don't know.
C-O-N-R-O-E.
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes
Conroe.
north of Houston.
Monroe,
Monroe,
But-
but Conroe.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas.
With the C.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Conroe, Texas.
Um,
I'm sure people in the comments that live there will be like, "You guys are butchering."
Right.
it's,
Yeah.
This thing was
Man, all the Suburbans I saw on
pretty.
your Snap story is like
I loved all
it
of
was
them.
glorious.
a
Glorious.
good classic Suburban. Oh man, there's
Can't
almost
beat
nothing
it.
better in like that kind of.
Right. Right. Absolutely
Those are like
amazing.
54-inch.
Yeah, we saw him do like not a standing burnout, but he like rolled him a little bit in the mud. He was the one in the mud that stood on top of it.
That one. Yeah. Okay.
Jesus,
I forgot that was that truck.
No,
it's
Yeah.
glorious.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would drive that to grab like a pack of gum from the store.
Man.
I haven't seen a big truck like that in the Carolinas in a while.
Amazing.
Like we've got some nice lifted ones here. I haven't seen a big truck like that
Yeah.
In a long
Especially on like
time.
big
probably like
wheels.
2 or 3 years. Like back when we lived at the old house at the firehouse near
Oh,
the
yeah.
Beulah Church.
Yeah.
That guy that had
That's
he used to
right.
come to Cars and Coffee and they'd park a
Yeah,
Mazda Miata underneath
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
yeah.
that.
He was
Yeah.
he was a I don't know if he was a firefighter or whatever, but at that station, yeah, every
No way.
once every 2 weeks I'd see him there on a shift. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, that truck. Ooh.
This thing was
Dear
huge.
Lord.
It does not look that
That
big,
looks
but
like
it's
It was
just
massive.
itching
Yeah.
to have trouble putting a wakeboarding boat in at a ramp.
Right.
yeah.
You can put it in, but can you take it out? Be oh my god.
Look at
This
this.
one was
This
pretty.
is absolutely
Bodied.
yes. Oh my god.
Look at
And
those wheel wells in the
accents,
bed.
Yes.
Wow.
It was so
perfect.
pretty.
The interior.
I hate I
The
don't have more
interior
like
solid green as well.
That whole
Like,
thing.
it-
Wow.
Perfect. And look at all the Chevys and GMCs around them.
Oh, yeah.
They were all on their frames. Yes.
Oh my god, that burgundy GMC in the background.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It was
side by side.
insane. We were there for 3 days.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We stayed till Monday and explored Houston a little bit. Houston's a must. It's pretty
Houston was
cool.
so cool. I really liked it. That was
Artsy,
my
good
favorite
food.
truck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty.
This truck was
It's
insane.
massive.
Insane.
Yes, please.
Big old SEMA bills with bags and everything. Wild.
Oh. Oh.
Super duty.
I feel like the wheels are a fuzz big, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But I do kind of love it.
Yep. Yep.
Still got some tire on it.
Yeah. Still got a little bit
Yeah,
on it.
enough.
Yeah.
I think this is a good.
I
Yeah.
always loved
That
it.
thing
Good
is
Peterbilt.
wild looking.
It
I mean,
is
just looking at the sheer
so
size of the
cool.
front bumper lower section, that's a giant chunk of steel. That's an amazing machine. Like, and
I
then
looked behind it. It has actuators that like rise up so you
Yeah,
can
they-
go over speed bumps and bumps and stuff.
yeah, they'll move, or at certain
Yeah.
speeds you can do whatever, and it'll change. Like certain truckles will like pitch it out, and it'll change to
Yeah.
whatever if you got no load or load on. Yeah, that's
Crazy. And that's someone's personal truck. Like,
those tips.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And this one was.
Ooh.
I think this
Yeah,
one
you
was
got
with
No
it.
bed, but a bed. I like it.
Yeah.
I think I have another
I
picture.
bet you he has fun at stoplights.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It sounds like a jet.
Jet engine.
That thing is wild.
Well,
Oh, she's got to show you a video after we film the guy with the bucket on his head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've probably seen it.
The
It's
what?
a TikTok. It's a guy that has a bucket on his head, and they drew a big smiley face on it, and he does like. They're like, "Oh, can you do a 7.3 like turbo diesel or whatever?" And he does the startup sound. Hold on, I've got to play a second of it. It's too funny. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen this.
I say we'll have to plug this section in. We'll have to
Right.
edit this part and plug it in on.
Oh my god, come on, internet. Did I think I favorited it? Oh good god.
Man, the
I'm
first
like
2
too
days, it
much.
was like 37, 35,
It was
33 degrees. Like, it was cold
Really?
in
It was like
Texas.
to the bone cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Windy?
had gloves on.
Not
Just
too
cold,
bad.
Kind of.
like a wet
It
cold.
was just it was a wet cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Human cold sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had gloves on. I had thermals. I had layers.
Yeah, it was
It was cold.
it was cold. And then
Yeah.
the last day we were sweating.
Yep. Last day I was in a t-shirt
The
sweating.
Monday we were just
Oh, so it was like here,
yeah.
It's wild.
except like throughout the week. Here
Yeah.
we get that in a day.
Right.
Right.
Freeze my ass off in the morning and then sweating by lunch.
XL Power Stroke.
Man's accurate.
One of the top comments.
I do give me
The
7
second,
Power
I'm
Stroke.
surprised I didn't see saliva dripping out of that bucket.
It's very accurate.
Very, very.
I do give me 6.6 Duramax.
That bass in the back.
I do give me 6.7 Cummins with the 2nd gen swap.
Sounds like a tractor.
Yeah. Just a fast tractor.
Sounds like a tractor running like a rape date. It's just very accurate.
Very. That man is talented.
That's wild.
That's one of my favorite
I
TikToks.
could take that show on the road.
He could.
He'd have the whole South sold out.
Oh my god. Sell at arenas.
Oh,
It says
man.
hashtag the boosted bucket.
Okay, so
Okay, sorry. We
favorite
Yeah.
thing you saw at the show, Brian, go.
Oh, man.
Do we need to break it up into categories of
Yeah.
different
Give me some
Right.
categories because it was like
favorite lifted truck, favorite lowered truck, favorite side by side, and favorite like just wacky custom. Could be any vehicle lifted, lowered, whatever, but just like bonkers build.
I'm just gonna put this.
lowered. I would say it was a very custom old International.
Okay.
It was dark green
Oh,
with like
yeah, that was
brown
Brian's favorite.
shimmer and like
He-
a cattle suede
I think I
interior. It
have a
was
picture.
stunning. I have to show it to you. Stunning.
Ow.
Just on the floor, just on air on the floor. Beautiful work truck from the what?
This one.
40s or 50s. Yeah, look at that.
Oh my god.
Absolutely amazing. Power wagon. Yeah.
It looks like it
You know,
never existed, but someone thought it should exist and
Right.
built that of like different classic trucks. What? Oh
Yeah.
man,
oh yeah.
that thing was gorgeous. The paint, wow. The interior. I bet it's glorious.
I do hate that it wasn't sunny at all because I'm sure a lot of the paints
Yeah.
on those trucks were
Yeah.
Okay, so
Very
that's your
pretty.
lowered truck.
That's
What's
lowered.
your lowered truck?
my favorite lowered truck. Oh man.
What's that?
Oh man. I don't I'm trying to look at like pictures.
That's what I'm doing.
Man, that thing's
I
so
can't even
badass.
remember.
I've got one of the eccentric, crazy cars.
Honestly, out of the lowered stuff, and it's more, I guess. No, I'll do this one. I would say the orange Suburban, but
That is such
This thing
like
is so
a solid.
clean.
Those things,
What years
man.
are those? Are those 80s, 70s Suburban?
It's
70s?
early. It's late '60s, early '70s.
No way. They've made the Suburban that long.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
yeah, the Suburbans were definitely my favorite.
We had
That is
the
stunning.
'80s body style Suburban when I was like 5 or 6. I think we had one.
Wow.
Yeah. And man, it was a fun machine.
Yeah.
Just absolute brute of a vehicle. It could go through anything. Yeah. Oh, good choice. Good choice. Okay.
Thank you.
Lifted trucks. Favorite. If you
Lifted
can pick
truck.
one.
I can't.
Would have to be
There's an overall favorite too.
Sure.
You said?
Yeah, and yeah, if you have a weekend favorite, yeah, you can pick that too.
All
I
right.
just figured we throw a few categories.
All right.
Some of the variation of what was there. Was that, side note, was that Toyota in the back? Is that stock or is that thing lowered too?
I think it was lowered.
It's
Yeah.
on, it's on frame.
Those things, oh
They
my
look
God,
good.
those things lowered look so good. Okay. Lifted truck.
Lifted.
Oh, you lifted truck. Oh man.
There was this big. Here, let me see if I can put it up on the screen.
You probably can't since I'm doing it.
Yeah. No. That's
Sorry.
Not good.
Show the room. Share with the class.
Yeah, it was a video.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
can still share.
I'll have to go back to it then. It was the
Which-
one opposite of where yours was.
What was it?
Stop yelling at me.
Well, I might have a picture.
This one. Oh,
We're doing lifted, so I probably don't
That
have a
one.
picture.
Oh
I don't
my
have a
God.
picture.
It's like the perfect mixture of
Yeah.
like SEMA truck and farm tractor.
yep.
That thing looks so
Yep,
sinister.
exactly. You can see this out there in the middle of Kansas, just going through the field.
middle
doing
of a cornfield,
50,
standing
60.
right over the top of the tips of the corn. Like,
What about
Yeah.
lifted truck for you?
I'm gonna go with that beautiful thing.
I
It
don't
was just
blame you one bit.
It was just too
That's
perfect.
because that's like the perfect
Perfect.
amount of classic
Tire.
clean body.
Yeah.
It's got the bits of.
Like Tiffany mint.
Does it have the headlight thing on it on the roof?
No,
or is
I think
that
that's
the
just the
banner?
That's just the
That's the
banner.
banner,
Yeah.
No, it does.
Wait, no, it does. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
The visor,
It's
yeah.
got the right amount of classic,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little bits
Yeah.
here and there. It's got a tease of SEMA on the bottom, but it's not like
But still,
it's
There's
not
no
too,
fat,
it's a
chunky
little great,
tires.
but exactly, it's
It's
proportionate. It looks good. I would daily
use
drive
this.
that. I would
Yep.
drive it once a week. I would, like that.
Yeah.
That could be so many different things, and every one of those things would be
Yeah.
a loved item.
It was great.
Yeah, that thing was
That thing
very
is
pretty.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Made in America, baby.
A highlight of the show for me.
Other
is,
side's got 2 gas tanks.
Yeah.
Does it really?
I don't know. It's a 250.
It might not. I don't know. I don't know what the specifics on which ones got it and which ones didn't. But
Yeah, I don't know.
if it did, fuel door.
Do you have the polished F-250?
I think I have a
That's
picture.
one-
You sent me
That
a
was
snap
your.
of that.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it was a
that.
wrap.
That thing was
So
wild.
I went by it 3-4 times, not caring.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
we
got real
still
I've
close
seen
we
to
that
it,
on
and I'm
still
like-
TikTok.
were
I'm like,
fascinated by
man,
it.
this is a really good wrap
Do I
top.
not
Like
have
you
a
don't see the
picture?
wrinkles or the stretch. And I get closer and closer, and I look through the fender well, and I'm like, this is polished. The entire truck was polished.
Which, speaking of, to shed some light or shade, depending on which side of the sun you're standing on. In Charlotte at a car show this weekend, I saw a couple motorcycles, sport bikes. One was lower CC, one was higher. Might have been a couple, might not have been. Who knows? But they used the same wrap, and the edges of the gas tank on one of them was bark, like dog.
Oof.
And then
It's all in the prep.
I was thinking, okay, yeah, whatever. And then I look at the other one. I'm like, oh, they matched. They did the other. And then there was just like pure wrinkles in the middle of like the field of another one. I was like, did you guys? This is like a
Man.
blindfolded like date.
Right.
Oof. Oof.
That's wild.
Find it.
No, I don't have. I have it on the computer. I guess, like on my memory card.
Nah, it's all good.
We'll plug it in the edit.
Here we can cut. It's on Dropbox because I sent you all those pictures. So
What was your favorite, like, while she's finding that, what was your favorite, like, wild card? Could have been lifted, could have been lowered, crazy build. They took an engine from this and they threw it in the body of that. And was there something like that at that show for you, or just kind of everything fit that criteria.
There was a lot of everything that fit that criteria, man.
There was
a lot of stuff that just really made you stop and just admire such a clean, crazy build.
Well,
Yeah, I'll throw some up on the edit.
I don't have them on there because it wasn't a.
But man, there was just plenty of quality down there.
yeah.
Got to give it to Texas.
No, it seemed like from what I saw, from what you guys were sending me, was a fun event.
Yeah.
It was very cool. Definitely want to go next
We
year.
found an In-N-Out in Houston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it's like the only one there. And it was packed. It was great.
It was packed.
Tasted just as delicious.
Come on, Rick.
Did you hear that they're coming over to Franklin, Tennessee? So we gonna get them on the East Coast.
Yeah, it'd be a nice little road trip. I hear it's like I've heard
Gosh, that'd be so
that's
fun.
the farthest that they can distribute
Oh,
because their ingredients have to stay a certain
I was
time date.
Yeah,
Cameron told me that.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that.
it makes sense.
I mean, if it is
I
cool,
saw that
like,
they're
it
also
sucks
building
because
their headquarters,
they'd
like
have
another
to build
headquarters.
another like supply chain closer to us for them
Yeah.
to get them here. But I'll take a trip to Tennessee if
Yeah,
it's in and out.
exactly.
Like, yeah.
Run it.
Do a drag and run in between. No, I don't have a picture. Sorry. What was the other questions? Jamie?
If you had
Wild card card.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not one
I'll-
car.
Goodness gracious. For the wild card, it's not even a truck, but it was the little Honda with all the speakers in it. The steering
Scraping.
wheel.
scraping the ground.
No, it
This
never
one was good,
moved.
Yeah.
That one was cool too.
When you sent snaps of him scraping the ground rolling past.
That's not the Honda though. That was
she's
like a little
talking
kit
about
car.
this.
No, this one. Yeah. It was
Playing some classics.
it was wild.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was my
yeah.
that was my favorite.
Wow.
That's awesome. I bet you that thing shakes a bottle of water like 8 cars back in the light.
Yeah. Yeah, it was loud. It was awesome.
That's good bass.
And yeah, his steering wheel was also a speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The last day we went around, ate some food, looked at some big mansions again.
Oh yeah.
Like
I was
always,
going to
yeah.
ask if there was
Yeah.
anything outside of the truck show that was like a really cool find that you found in Texas.
Houses.
Houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, they're
like
gosh.
15, 20, 25 million dollar houses.
Yeah.
Some looked like commercial buildings.
1,500 square feet.
Easily. Easily. There's a couple that were. You said 1,500. I'm sorry. I added zeros in my head. I was like, zero.
You went with it. I got confused. I got lost.
Too many.
Sorry.
Yeah, 15,000.
15,000
Square feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
20,000 square feet. Yeah. Man, made out of cement and cinder blocks and everything. It was just
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. I'm trying to find those
Big
pictures.
oil money.
What for?
Yeah.
Was there a food favorite that you had
Man.
around Texas that like not anything that you could find around here? Something that was
Yes.
kind
Yep.
of a super surprise.
Yeah,
Everything.
is this place
So,
called
the first night we went
Yeah.
to this place
What's it called?
Let me see if
Tia's
it tells
Corner?
me.
No.
It was something like
Tia.
that. That was mine. I got chicken
Bro,
fried chicken.
Yes.
That's like a whole pterodactyl.
Yep, yep.
So
Is that
good.
gravy or is that ranch?
Gravy.
Gravy.
Oh my god!
Mia's
Yeah.
Tables, what it was
Mia's
called.
Tables. That was off
So
a
that
couple
I was
letters.
praying it was gravy. I just know the new age. Everybody wants
Oh,
ranch.
yeah, no, that was
that's
gravy.
That is a proper dish.
Yep.
Right.
And then that,
That
was
was
Brian's
mine.
steak.
Yep.
A
Man,
ribeye.
It was.
Oh,
His whole meal was like $50.
the
Yeah.
mac and cheese looks really good.
The mac
Yeah.
and cheese was
The best part is you pay up
amazing.
front.
Yeah, you go to the counter,
Yeah,
order,
they come
and
give
then
it
go
to
sit
you,
down.
and then when you done, they got free soft serve. Free. You go your
Like a
own little
cruise ship.
machine. Yeah, like cruise
Like
ship.
Jason's Deli.
Yep. Yeah, they did do that, didn't they?
Really?
What?
I never went.
Jason's Deli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you order anything, you get a free ice cream cone.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this place
so that
was
Chicken looks amazing.
amazing.
Delicious.
Amazing.
The second day we went to a little Mexican spot in a
The strip mall.
little strip mall, and those were our chips.
That looks like sorbet.
That was my that was my pozole. That was delicious. That totally does look like sorbet. Like,
It does.
that's funny. And then that night we went and got sushi,
Ooh,
and it was
yeah,
like
was
the
pretty good.
best sushi and dumplings we've ever had.
Those
Those
dumplings look really
Yeah.
good.
they were they were like
Calamari
they were
was
like
good.
grill cooked.
I was about
Like,
to say I was
They
about to say that
were,
one side looks really good and crispy, and then
Yeah.
everything else looks nice and tender.
yeah, they were
They cared.
They were very
Shout outs
good.
to them.
So
Good
then
people.
the last place where we went to was what I won't say it's what Optimus Hall wishes it was, because Optimus Hall is pretty cool. But it
that
was that on
time's-
steroids. It was the coolest
Like
place.
the place we went to in Atlanta.
Not that
in
big.
Buckhead.
Yeah.
But not
It's-
Lord,
old.
that was gorgeous.
Yeah,
Because
it's
that's more
between
like
that
old
and
mill.
Optimus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
Nice.
It
I guess
wasn't.
it is old.
Yeah.
It used to be the post office there.
Yeah,
Like-
it used
like
or
a
not the
big
post.
main
Like
hub.
yeah. So this is part of
Yeah,
it.
look at this.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
And like this is where all the food halls were. So there was like 15 different places you could
Yeah.
eat. It
This
was
is like the-
everything.
This is like the place in Buckhead, but Tron.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
it.
Very
Like,
futuristic.
very open and
The place there
futuristic.
in Atlanta was like very wood and
Yeah,
kinda
it's still very
old factory
industrial.
vibes.
Yeah.
This is very new age looking.
yeah, that is true. They
cool.
cleaned it out and did all this.
Yeah.
It was super cool.
This
This
looks
was
like Area 15 in the daytime.
Oh yeah, that's
Right,
true.
that's true.
That is how that feels. This was a cool outside seating area with those are all like mirror
that's
balls.
cool.
Oh, it won't let me zoom in. Yeah, those were neat.
Oh. I thought they were just like shiny balloons. Those are actually
Oh yeah, no,
disco
yeah,
balls.
Disco
yeah.
And different sizes too.
That's
This was
wild.
another portion of it.
Yes, I remember one of you posted this on your street. I think it
Yeah.
was you. Oh my
It was
god,
That was
Awesome.
so cool. And then
that's
the entire rooftop was a
And that's when the camera decided that it didn't want to record anymore. So, with that being said, thank you for watching this episode. The second half of this episode is going to have to be refilmed, but it's about Motor Miami. When don't we want to talk about cars? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Let's help get Lightweight up to the moon.